Okay, good morning. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Tuesday, March 2nd. We're going to be going over today's news headlines here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, if you want to come in video chat with us, you can go to the StreamYard links. That's going to be posted in all three networks, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So we will send those links out to you. Make sure you will get those links. So we're going to head and send those links out before we get started. Do it again. Twitter. Okay, all three networks will have the StreamYard link. Once again, please use the StreamYard link if you want to come in and video chat with us, talk anything in the world of sports. So let's begin early here. So all the links are set up. So we're going to go ahead and go over some news of the day. Let's do that. Okay, today's sports news. We'll go over today's sports news. So we're going to switch over to the share screens and go to ESPN. We're going to go over to ESPN first to see what's happening in the world of sports. And we're going to put that in. Okay, let's go over. Kyrie Irving reacts to LeBron James' seventh triple-double since joining Brooklyn. Get used to it. So we're going to play some clips from it. So I'm going to go ahead and play the clip. You want to go play it?
I've been through it all, experienced it all. There's not anything that we can't power through. That's the glory of God right there. We're excited to play basketball. Go back to where James had a great career. We're looking forward to the experience. Looking forward to having fun. There's going to be high competitive, a lot of great players. No animosity on the court. Just greatness on display.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I think LeBron James absolutely is getting it done. I mean, sure, if you whether you like him, if you don't like him, or both, look, you got to understand. Look, he's getting those triple doubles night after night after night after night after night. I mean, look, there's no walking around. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Thanks for coming in. So we'll go over some more news of the day. Hopefully we don't get cut off. Okay, lawyer seeking most serious charges against ex assistant coach Brent Reed. I'll be honest with you, yeah. If he killed somebody, yes, he should be charged. I mean, there's no, like I said, there's no good old boy network that's going to protect him. So if he, like I said, if he did what he did, he's going to have to face the justice system. So that's my take on it. So if you want to talk about this, you can come in through the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter chat rooms. Also, if you want to come in video chat, come on the air. I understand that some of them don't come on the air because they're a little camera shy. That's all right. So this is what they're talking about. He did. So that's the attorney of the 5-year-old. Okay, I've moved LeBron James and so this is what they're talking about. Look, it's Zeltan Ivor Mubik. It's with AC Milan, also LeBron James. Just telling him to stick to sports. Look, to be honest with you, look, I would say this. Look, LeBron James is doing what he does best. Look, sure, it's social injustice in this country and stuff like that. They need to continue to speak out. People don't like it, but oh well, tough crap. That's just the way I feel about it. So I think he should continue to speak out about what's going on in this country. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. We'll put it back up on the screen. You know, looks like let's see this. Say, okay. Detroit Lions. Brad Holmes intrigues on different flavor of quarterbacks in the 2021 draft. So he does have. They do have Jared Goff, but they're looking for another quarterback to precede him if he does get hurt or whatever. So they're looking for a quarterback to develop. So I think it's probably going to be imperative if they draft a quarterback for the Detroit Lions. So I think it's a good move because look, they're investing in their future. I mean, then and now. So they're investing in their future. So I say if they do draft a quarterback, so be it. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, new mercy rules. Bails pitcher Garrett Richards out of the first inning in his spring training debut. So I look at it this way: he's going to have to get going with the Boston Red Sox. I'm going to tell you, because the mercy rule. They've never had a mercy rule in MLB baseball. They can you can win 22-0 and still play. So this one of his highlights right here. Nice little double by the Atlanta Braves. So that was a pretty good throw. So once again, this is from ESPN. We'll move along. Okay, put this in. Okay, let's see if I get it. Okay, Atlanta fires Lord Price on Monday, so it looks like he is no longer with the team. So the team president, general manager Travis Shin Link, if I'm saying it right. Nate McMillan will serve as the interim coach. So it looks like Nate McMillan will be in. Right now, Atlanta's 14-20, 11th place in the Eastern Conference. So they're going to have to, like I said, they're going to have to get some significant changes in the near future because, look, sure, if Nate McMillan becomes the coach permanently, that would help his cause. But if they don't, I think Atlanta needs to go after a quality coach that will get them back into the playoffs. Right now, they're in 11th place in the Eastern Conference, and there's no room for error on that side. No room for error. So once again, this is from ESPN.com. Go to ESPN. Okay, J.J. Watts finds a new team, and that's in the NFC. That's in the NFC West. He does sign a 2-year deal with the Arizona Cardinals, so he's going to be playing in the NFC West, and that's the Arizona Cardinals. So, I mean, I think it's a good. I'll be honest with you. I think it's a good investment for the Arizona Cardinals to ramp up their defense, because look, if their offense can get better, their defense will follow suit. So I think it's a good move by the Arizona Cardinals to sign J.J. Watts. Okay, this is the pressure in the Cardinals since 2012. Chandler Jones had 97 sacks. J.J. Watts had 95.5. And also Von Miller with Denver had 94.5. So the pressure getting more sacks from Watts, Jones, and Von Miller. So I say this, look, he's going to make a big impact for the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, we'll play the video from this morning's Born and Hans show.
It is a 2-year, $31 million deal. $23 million is guaranteed. And as I said before, this is the kind of news in the NFL, as we're, it's off season, a lot of exciting stuff. It was big news when he was released by the Texans. Him signing with the Cardinals.
Block.
Yeah, that's just like.
Block. At best, it's block. And this seems like a money play, which, a guy coming off $100 million, I'm not counting another man's money. A guy coming off $100 million contract seems like that would be secondary, trying to cement his legacy and be able to get a championship or play for a championship. This is a guy, I believe, that's never been past the second round of the, or never been past the second round of the playoffs. Never been to an AFC championship, always falling short. And he had an opportunity, I believe. He's going to the fourth best team within the division.
Scary.
Not in the NFC, just in the division. Right now, San Francisco.
To be honest with you, yeah. He's going into the NFC West, where they got San Francisco and Arizona and the Los Angeles Chargers. They're going to be contending with those. So I look at it this way. Look, J.J. Watts, look, he had to get out of Houston, because look, Houston was I don't know what he's talking. Let's talk to him. Hey, man, I
just want to say sorry.
All right.
But I really just want to say sorry.
All right.
I really am. Okay.
All right.
I promise. I'm going to leave your stream. I don't want to annoy you. But
all right.
Can you please unblock me on Twitter so I can message you?
I will.
Thank you.
I will.
Have a good day.
All right. All right. Once again, Isaac Elliman. I appreciate him coming on. I mean, look, we had a little fallout. I don't want to hear about it, so I don't want to even want to talk about it. So we'll go over more of what happened with J.J. Watt. So in retrospect, I would put him in a good position to win. That's what they want to do. They want to win. So once again, this is from ESPN. I'm gonna go over some more stuff. Let's see what we have, and I'm gonna talk about. Okay, once again, depth news. in the world of sports. Andy Hoffman, father of football fan Jack Hoffman, dies of brain cancer at the age of 42. So that's Andy Hoffman is the father of the fan Jack Hoffman that died. So once again, please keep him in your thoughts and prayers when you go to bed tonight, because that's something right there. When you die of brain cancer, stuff like that, it's just that simple. All right. Get him. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So let's see. Looks like we got more sports news. Let's see what we have here. Okay, Blue Jacks GM Jamo Kara Leanin, if I'm saying it right. I don't know what. But he did get John Torita gets a vote of confidence, so I think that's good for the Columbus Blue Jacks in general. So I'll get you. So this is from ESPN. Okay, let's see what else we have. So looks like we got most of the news out. So let's see what we local basketball tonight. LSU will take on Vanderbilt. That'll be at 7:30 on tip. Tulane will take on Wichita State. It'll be Wednesday evening at 5. Also, the Bulls will take on the Pelicans. We will have that game for you here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Southeastern will take on Central Arkansas, and McNeese will take on the Nichols Colonels. So that is Northwestern State will take on UNO. That is the games of the week and stuff like that. So I'm going to go through more news articles. Let's see what I can put in. Okay, the state of the AFC AL East, excuse me, the state of the AL East. Yankees, Tampa Bay Rays, how good they are, the Boston Red Sox and the Blue Jays. I think, to be honest with you, it's going to be a toss-up between New York, Tampa Bay, and Boston. So I think that's probably going to happen. So I think that's like I said, the AL East is going to be very competitive this year. So once again, this is from so we'll move along. I'm going to run the feeds again. So let's see. Okay, let's go. Let's look at this video. LaMelo and LaMelo.
6 the Kings. 8 3-pointers here. Oh. Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow.
LaMelo.
Holy.
I mean, he really.
All I can say is holy. I mean, Melo went into that water cooler, so hopefully he's okay. So that was from last night's Charlotte and Sacramento game. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. We will continue in just a few moments. I'm gonna go over some local news. here on let's look at this. Okay, before we head to the local side. Okay, the Pac-12 kicks off more normal schedule, so it's UCLA will be in the mix, so that's going to be good for the Pac-12 because they had to play non-conference only games due to the pandemic. So UCLA will take on the Y. That's going to be a intriguing non-conference game. Also, Oregon State at Purdue, Stanford at Kansas State, LSU at UCLA. That's going to be on the 4th. Also on the 11th is Ohio State and Oregon. Also Colorado and Texas A&M. So let's move along. So let's see what else we have before we move along here. Let's see what. Okay, let's go over to the New Orleans Advocate. I'm going to go through some sports headlines on there with you. So if you're in here, if you want a video chat with us, come on down. We'll let you come in. StreamYard links are set. So we will allow you to come in. But if you don't want to do that, that'd be fine with me because look, a lot of people don't want to get on camera and stuff like that. And that's understandable. Let's get rolling. And I'll put this in. Okay, sports section. Quarterback quantity. That's what they're talking about. Luke Johnson put this article out. Follow him on Twitter. Saints could be at a crossroads when it comes to quarterbacks staying. So I look at it this way. I mean, if Winston is resigned, I think he's going to start the game the first week of the season for the Saints. Now, Taysom Hill. Look, I would not want. I mean, I know it's a little skewed to tell you, but the truth of the matter is, if we have Taysom Hill, we'll put him in an RPO situation. So that would be a good concept for Taysom Hill going into an RPO situation. So tell us what you think about the quarterback situation with the Saints. Follow send us once again comment through the Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. Also, video chat is open as well. Okay, Zion leads the Pelicans to a win over Utah. He had an excellent night last night, 26 points. Also, Brandon Ingram chipped in with 26 as well. But the truth of the matter is, look, this defense has to have to get their shit together because they've been not playing consistent basketball. I mean, look, you got to play defense. I mean, sure, Zion will get the defensive rebounds and stuff like that, but in the real world, you got to play defense. Look, it's just that simple. Stan Van Gundy last night just put it real clear that they gave up some baskets in the game. And they allowed Rudy Gobert, Bogdanovich, also Mike Conley, and also Donovan Mitchell. So I'll be honest with you, they're going to have to get better once this second half begins. So that's from the Advocate here in New Orleans. Okay, let's give you okay, LSU men's team hope for a better outcome versus Vandy. I'm pretty sure if that happens, I think it's going to be a barn burning situation for LSU. So it's going to probably be a blatant situation right there. Let's drop him out. I'm on black. So once again, they will tip off at 7:30 tonight. Vanderbilt as a team shooting 35.7%. So they're shooting 35%. Now the LSU defense is going to have to play level ball to get that ball back. Don't turn over the ball. Just get those points to the paints and whatever. Okay, let's see what else we got. I talked about the quarterbacks. I talked about NFL player pioneer Ian Ivecross. He was a defensive back. He was the first black man to have a full-time sports analyst job. He dies at 81. He was working with CBS. So during their NFL coverage. So Herb Cross passed away at 81. Okay, let's see what we got. We talked about J.J. Watts. Okay, weekly honors for LSU athletes. That's weekly honors. Aaliyah Andrews was named SEC Softball Player of the Week. She's hitting .591. Tigers will have a doubleheader against Southern Miss. That'll be tonight. Also, in addition, Tina Alexander was the offensive and also Molly Swift defensive players of the week for the SEC. Now, at Southeastern, Carly Williams was also named Basketball Player of the Week. Also, hole-in-one highlighted for LSU. Also, local qualifiers for golf. And also Federer at the Miami Open. So that's a lot of sports. Okay, we'll go over. Okay, in-game video will return to 2021. I think it's a good idea to have these in-game videos and stuff like that to help their team progress and stuff like that. So I think it's a very important situation. So let's roll it. Get the. Let's see if I need it. So once again, this is from the Advocate. Let's see what else we have. Okay, Doherty has no structure damage. That's good news for Kay Doherty because, look, this young man had to go through some trial and tribulations and stuff like that. So I'll be honest with you. Look, I hope, like I said, let's see if I can pull him. I never put him on. This one Wilson. Alexander, follow him at the Advocate. Also, see what we got here. Shane Bieber, final start last season was rough, so he was the Cy Young award winner. So hopefully his season will progress. Okay, spring training scores from the spring training games yesterday. Astros win 7-6. Dodgers win 10-0, 6 innings. So they did invoke the mercy rule. But the truth of the matter is, look, Major League Baseball shouldn't, like I said, should not have it. But the truth of the matter is, it's just reality. See, college baseball has the mercy rule, but and it will never work in the MLB. So that's my opinion. Once again, this is from the Advocate. I'm going to go over some more news. Okay, gymnastics notebook. Tigers average up, ranked down with the new NQS. That's called National Qualifying Scores. So that's the NQS. As a result, LSU went from 197.25 to 197.50. And also the Tigers' best score is 198.50. So that's just what's going to happen. So their next meet will be, I think it'll be this week. So that's probably going to get them into the SEC tournament. Okay, let's see. We talked about Michigan beats number 4 Illinois. Southland expands turning. UNO clinches a spot, so UNO is in, and Nichols is going to be competing for the titles. So that's the Southland Conference regular title. So once again, Southland Conference tournament will be coming up soon. So the tournament will begin for the Southland Conference. That will begin Wednesday, November. Tuesday, Wednesday, March 10th. So that's March 10th. Also, other scores from last night's games. Virginia winning 62-51. UConn winning over Marquette 63-53. And Butler winning 86-81. And also Baylor wins over Texas. So let's go over some more news. Switch it over, and I'm going to go over some. So it looks like we covered mostly LSU and the Pelicans. So I'm going to be going over. I don't know if eyes is blocked. I don't know. Let's see. Go ahead. I'll put it in. So we're once again I can see. So let's go through some more news. I'm gonna switch over, and we'll go over to scoreboard. Okay, scoreboard. Nichols moves up to number 7 in the Southland Conference. So that's the FCS football. Southeastern falls to 23. They will play this weekend against the McNeese State Cowboys. So I think this Colonels team, I'm going to tell you, they're absolutely just off the charts after winning last week 55-0 over Lamar. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a good team to contend with, is the Nicholls State Colonels. Because I look at it this way, look, if they get into the win the conference, I think they'll get into the FCS playoffs. So let's go through some more stuff. I'm gonna go through some more info, scoreboard. I'm gonna go through okay, Chris Jordan wins the Copper Mill tournament. That was out in trying to see where it's at. Okay, we'll go through varsity zone meetings, meeting of the minds. This is what they're talking about. Real Madrid and saw their players jump in the game that was in the 1-1 draw. So let's go over to the varsity zone side. So let's go through the okay, cast and call for Morris Jep. Morris Jep Community School won a playoff game, winning 95-60 over a Balls public charter school. So they did win their game. So they're going, as a team, I think they're going to advance. So once again, this is from Christopher Darb. Let's give you what's happening. Okay, Will Williams. Will Williams have another banner year. That's Tareel Williams. Once again, she's with the Ursuline Academy. So she's, I think she's going to have a good year. So once again, this is from the Advocate newspaper. And I'm going to go through. Okay, let's go to the LHSAA girls basketball tournament. Monday's games. Final scores. Holland Baptist wins 45-39. Ouachita Christian wins over St. Martin Episcopal 64-32. Also, Doyle defeated a Balls 65-61. Lake Arthur won over a Meat 71-57. Now at the Barton Coliseum in Lake Charles, University Academy of Central Louisiana won 65-28. Also in the Division V, I think, yeah. Claiborne Christian taking on Family Christian. Hathaway taking on Bell City. Also in the games in Hammond. Excuse me. The ones in Hammond, Northwood Lena taking on Maryville. Also, North Central taking on East Everville. Also, Bruley will take on Madison Prep, and also Northwest taking on South Beauregard. Now, at the Burton Coliseum in Lake Charles, Gibbsland versus Reeves. That's going to be a noon game. Also on St. Thomas More will take on St. Louis. Ursuline will take on Liberty, and Plainview will take on Hicks. In Wednesday's game, Dominican will take on John Curtis. That'll be at in the Division One. Also in Division One, Scotlandville will take on Mount Carmel. And 5A basketball, West Monroe takes on Captain Shreve, and also Benton will take on Ponchatoula. Also at the Burton Coliseum, Division III, St. Charles will take on Lafayette Christian. St. Thomas Aquinas will take on Episcopal. Also in Class 4A, Neville will take on Huntington. Once again, Warren Easton will take on LaGrange. Thursday's game, that's going to be at noon and also 2:30. Also, the 1A game 5 and the Class B game will begin at 7:30. Also, Friday's games, Class C will begin at noon, Division 2 at 2:30. Class 4A 5 p.m. and also 7:30. So that is your girls basketball tourney information. Okay, let's go over to the New Orleans boys basketball prep report. I'm going to go through those scores with you. Okay, let's give you those scores. Jesuit wins 58-29. Division 2 will be Thomas Jefferson taking on St. Louis Catholic. Also in Regional 5A action, Slidell will take on Captain Shreve. Also, North Shore will take on New Iberia. Also, East St. John taking on Zachary. Central will take on Bonneville, and East Ascension will take on Hineville. So, also Cecilia will take on Carver. Helen Cox will take on Neville, and Booker T. Washington Shreveport will take on McMain. That's in 4A action. Also in 4A action, Ellender will take on Carr. LB Landry will take on Harton. Westgate will take on Lake Shore. Also in Class 3A, Patterson will take on Booker T. Washington of New Orleans. Ridgewood would take on Soapy B. Wright. Morris Jep will take on number 8 Rapides. That's in Alexandria, Central Louisiana area. Holy Cross will take on Brother Martin. John Curtis will take on McKinley. Also, Hannon will take on De La Salle. And Luxor Charter will take on St. Michael's. And let's see, Ben Franklin will take on Liberty. Also in Division 3, St. Charles will take on Lafayette Christian. Okay, that is your basketball scores and stuff like that. So thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in. We broke those down for you. So once again, we'll move along and we'll give you more sports news. I'm going to go ahead and switch this over, and I'm going to give you more sports news here on the show. So I'm going to go ahead and give you those. Let's go over to this one. Okay, I will pull this up and I'll put it in my screen. Okay, Dan Campbell on Deuce Staley. We are not going to be a token assistant head coach. That's what the new head coach for the Detroit Lions said. They're not going to be a token assistant head coach. So that's what they're talking about. So once again, this is from MSN.com. Lions Wire, that's MSN.com, Lions Wire. And we'll go over some more news. Okay, let's give you Curtis Samuel NFL free agency. I'm going to put that up on the screen. Put this in. Okay, this is from Colt Wire. Colts 2021 free agent targets, Curtis Samuel. I'm pretty sure they'll be picking him up. That is probably going to happen maybe sooner rather than later to go play for the Colts. So right now the Colts roughly have a projected salary cap space of $43 million. So I think they'll have ample time to get those players that they need to be successful. So once again, this is from let's go over to this one. This is going to be Falcon Wire. Going to go through Falcon Wire's information. Okay, Falcons 2021 potential draft picks profile. Elise Jude Laura. He's playing with the Georgia Bulldogs. So it looks like they're probably going to pick him. He's 6'3", 240. In 10 games he played, he had 30 tackles, 11.5 tackles for loss, 8.5 sacks, 16 quarterback hurries, 3 forced fumbles. Also, 2 pass deflections. That was from 2020. Now his 2019 stats, he had 36 tackles, 6 for loss, 5 sacks, 18 quarterback hurries, and 1 fumble force. Also, 2018, he had redshirt due to injury in the last 2 games. So I'd say this: if you can draft this young man out of Georgia, I mean, can you imagine how their defense is going to be going into the 2021 football season or better? So I think it would be a good production. I think it would be an excellent pick because, look, the Atlanta Falcons have to rebuild. They have to rebuild. They've been absolutely mediocre in the last couple of years when Dan Quinn was the coach. And so I look at it this way. They're going to have to have an absolute excellent draft if they're going to be they're going to get the players that they need. So once again, this is from Falcon Wire. Follow them at Falcon Wire on USA Today. So we'll go through some more news articles here on let's give in okay, let's put this in. So I'm going to give you more news. Okay, Javon Clowney to be cleared in April. Could be a free agent decision. He played with the Tennessee Titans, but it looks like he's going to be a free agent. sooner rather than later. So that's Javon Clowney will go as a free agent. So once again, this is from Titans Wire. I follow them at Titans Wire. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got more news. Okay. Okay. 11 underrated offensive free agents for 2021. So that's in the screen. So we're gonna go through those as we go. Put those in. Okay, this is from Tim Weaver. Follow him at so these this is what they're talking about. So these are 2021 the 11 underrated offensive free agents in 2021. So let's grab something else. Okay, I'm gonna grab. I mean, we just talked about J.J. Watts. We talked about the Falcons. Also, let's go over to the Sun Seminole. I'm gonna go through those. Go through that information. Okay, this is from the Sun Seminole. He's Gabe Vincent benefiting from defensive mentorship of Avery Bradley. So I think it's a very imperative situation for him. Because look, Miami's right now looks like they're getting better here in the first half. Hopefully that trend will continue. So I think he's going to be a big flash in the pan guy for the Miami Heat. So once again, this is from Sun Sentinel. Let's switch this out, and we will go through. Well, look at Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna go that in a second. Let's switch this out. Okay, Trevor Lawrence already transferring Jaguars mindset. If they do get him number one in the draft, I'll be honest with you, he's going to have to develop big time. Because look, they're looking for a quarterback that can be a beneficial to their team. So I look at it this way. I hope if he does get drafted, that he will have some weapons behind him when he takes the center. So once again, this is from the Big Lead. Follow them at Big Lead. Go through some more information. This is from the Cincinnati Enquirer. I'll put that up on the screen. Okay, Mike Lees turns down a multi-offer. He won't pitch to start the 2021 season, so it looks like he is going to be a free agent pitcher. He was selected in the first round by the Reds back in 2009. So this is from John Heyman. Mike Leake won't play to start the season. He turned down a lucrative contract. Okay, Leake went 62-47, 387 ERA, and 168 appearances, also 163 starts as well. So I think Cincinnati is going to have to reload with they're gonna have to get some I mean, if they get that pitcher, I'm gonna tell you, that's gonna be a because look, Mike Leake, look, he's not playing. I mean, he turned down a major offer from different teams. So he's gonna be a free agent. I mean, if he goes with the right team, I think he'll have the wills to get that contract. So he's not going to start. So he's starting with the Arizona D-back. So once again, this is from the Cincinnati Enquirer. Go to the Cincinnati Enquirer. See what else we have. And then we'll go ahead and wrap up. Let's put this in. This is from Mass Live. So I'm going to go over this. Second, I'm going to pull this into my share screens. Okay. Celtics trade rumor. Danny Ainge says team won't spend into luxury tax for a Band-Aid trade addition. Look, I think they shouldn't have to spend that luxury tax because look, Boston right now 17-17. Sure, they've been sucking in the first half of the season, but they just came back and made it an even 17-17. So I look at it this way. I think Boston, look, they don't need a Band-Aid approach to everything. They just don't. I mean, they need their players to play. So once again, this is from Mass Live. Follow them at Mass Live. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, Joe Lenardi, men's basketball 8 teams. This is from Syracuse.com. We'll give you those. Let's go over to this feed right here. I'm going to give you the information on that. Okay, Joe Lenardi has Syracuse men's basketball team back amongst the last 8 out after the win. So that's probably going to be some probably going to be some significant situations going on. And so that's also as a reminder, qualifying games to be placed on the NCAA net ratings and stuff like that. Quad 1 through 30. At home, it's 1 through 50. Also on the road, 1 through 75. The last 4 byes will be Louisville, UConn, VCU, Boise State, Drake, and the last 4 will be Drake, Seton Hall, Georgia Tech. First 4 out will be Michigan State, Duke, and Utah State. So that is what we're talking about here. So we'll move this out and we'll go through some more information. And also we'll wrap it up today. We'll wrap it up. Okay, this is from SB Nation. If Russell Wilson leads the Seahawks, which team is best? So they're asking which team is best for Russell Wilson. I'll look at it this way. Look, if he does leave Seattle, I think he should be a a huge commodity for a team that's going to want a caliber quarterback like him. So that's just something to think about when it comes down to it. They have the Dallas Cowboys, the Saints, but the truth of the matter is, with the Saints, I'm going to say this blatantly. Look, we cannot get Russell Wilson because we have some cap issues. I mean, look, if we trade somebody, then we can make room for the cap. So I look at it this way. I don't think it's going to the Saints will be the at the end of the day will be the in contention for Russell Wilson's services. Also, the Las Vegas Raiders, I'm pretty sure most likely he will go either there. Also, the Chicago Bears, probably going to be one situation that's probably going to be the common denominator. So once again, this is from James Daughter, if I'm saying it. This is from SB Nation. Follow them at sbnation.com. So let's see what else we're going to discuss. Looks like okay, let's talk about the Pistons and Raptors. I'm going to go over that information right there. Pistons and Raptors. Okay, Pistons and Raptors tentatively pushed to Wednesday amongst the coronavirus tracing. Looks like their game won't be taking place tonight, so it will be tomorrow night. So Detroit is 9-25. Toronto is trying to see their record. Toronto. So look, the Pistons are scheduled to play the Knicks at Madison Square Garden on Thursday ahead of the All-Star break. So the last day of the All-Star before the All-Star break will be Thursday. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's see what else we can talk about. So it looks like I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. Once again, I learned some news and stuff like that. So later on this evening, we'll have LSU and Nicholls State. That will be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we will be on the air for college baseball tonight. Also, we'll be on the air tomorrow night for NBA basketball. Pelicans will take on the Chicago Bulls. That'll be on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So once again, please follow us on the YouTube page. Follow us on that one. We're going to be there as well. Follow us on the Twitter page and also follow us on the Facebook page as well. So we're going to be on the 3 networks tonight. So once again, follow us on Tumblr. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Skype if you want to come into Skype. Follow us on. Oh, looks like somebody coming in. Let's see what this says. So follow us on Skype. Thanks for coming in. Also follow us. Let's see where I can switch these. Okay. Also, we do podcasts as well. Follow us on the Anchor podcast. So I'm going to answer that in a second. I know he's. Let's see. So once again, have a good rest of your Tuesday. We'll be back later for Nicholls State and LSU college baseball coverage. here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So everybody have a good day. Please be careful out there. It is raining and stuff like that. So